Oh boy, look at who. Look where squad, look where squad, look where squad, look where squad, do, look where squad, do. Look where squad, do.
Have you ever wondered what it's like to live in constant fear, to see your peaceful home turned into a battleground overnight? In the serene village of Umuele Umuaka in the old Imo state, life was simple and quiet, until one day, chaos descended from unexpected quarters. While the bandits and Boko Haram were wreaking havoc in the northern regions, the Nigerian army brought terror to this peaceful southern village, shattering the calm that once defined it. The villagers, accustomed to a life of tranquility, found themselves running for their lives. The invaders, expecting easy prey, met with fierce resistance. The villagers decided they couldn't wait for help to arrive on December 2nd, as previously planned. They realized it was time to defend their homes with more than just prayers and hopes. In a dramatic turn of events, the terrorists who came to wreak havoc couldn't leave as they had planned. The people of Umuele Umuaka stood their ground, and the invaders faced a fierce and unexpected defense. The villagers spoke of a need for drones, advanced weaponry, and armored vehicles to fight back more effectively. They were tired of running and hiding. With unwavering faith, the villagers prayed for divine intervention. "Thank you, Lord, for giving us the strength to stand against our enemies," they chanted. Their prayers were filled with hope and determination, asking the Most High God Elohim to protect and guide their defenders, granting them victory in every battle. In the spirit of resilience and unity, the cry of Biafra or Biafra echoed through the village. There was no retreat, no surrender. They were solidly behind their defenders, moving forward with a relentless spirit. They believed their land would continue to swallow up the invaders, their forests would consume the enemies, and their resolve would remain unbroken. 24/7, in Jesus' mighty name. The story of Umuele Umuaka is not just about a village under siege. It's about the indomitable spirit of a people who refuse to be broken. It's a testament to their courage, faith, and the relentless pursuit of peace and freedom.
Hamotka 18. Numudim. I frole.
But how did it come to this? What events led to the once peaceful village of Umuele Umuaka becoming a battleground? The roots of this conflict stretch back many years, deeply entwined with the struggle for Biafran independence. For those unfamiliar with the history, Biafra was a secessionist state in southeastern Nigeria that existed from 1967 to 1970. The Biafran War, also known as the Nigerian Civil War, was a brutal conflict marked by widespread suffering and loss. Although the war officially ended over 50 years ago, the dream of an independent Biafra still lives on in the hearts of many. In recent years, the call for Biafra's independence has grown louder, fueled by feelings of marginalization and injustice. The people of southeastern Nigeria have long felt neglected by the central government, and this has fostered a deep sense of resentment and desire for self-determination. The Nigerian government, however, views the resurgence of Biafran nationalism as a threat to national unity and has responded with a heavy hand. Against this backdrop of tension and unresolved conflict, the villagers of Umuele Umuaka found themselves caught in the crossfire. The Nigerian army's presence in the village was part of a broader effort to suppress any signs of Biafran separatism. However, the villagers saw it differently. To them, it was an unprovoked invasion, an act of aggression against peaceful citizens. When the soldiers arrived, they expected compliance, but they were met with resistance. The villagers, driven by a mix of fear, anger, and a fierce determination to protect their homes, decided to fight back. They had seen enough of violence and bloodshed and knew they had to take a stand. Armed with whatever they could find, sticks, stones, and a few makeshift weapons, the villagers prepared for the worst. They also turned to their faith, praying fervently for protection and victory. The night was filled with the sound of their prayers, echoing through the air as they braced themselves for the inevitable clash. The first wave of soldiers advanced, confident in their superior firepower. But they underestimated the resolve of the villagers. As the soldiers moved in, they were met with a barrage of resistance. The villagers fought bravely, using their knowledge of the terrain to their advantage. They set traps, ambushed the soldiers, and fought with a tenacity that took the invaders by surprise. The battle raged on, and the villagers' prayers seemed to be answered. Despite their limited resources, they managed to inflict significant damage on the invading force. The soldiers, realizing they were facing an unexpected level of resistance, began to retreat. The village, though battered and bruised, had managed to defend itself. In the aftermath, the villagers gathered to assess the damage and tend to the wounded. They knew this was just one battle in a much larger struggle. They spoke of the need for better defenses, for modern weapons, and for strategic planning. They were determined to protect their homes and their way of life, no matter the cost. The story of Umuweli Umuaka spread quickly, inspiring other communities facing similar threats. It became a symbol of resistance, a beacon of hope for those who felt abandoned and oppressed. The villagers' courage and unity in the face of overwhelming odds resonated deeply, reminding everyone that the fight for freedom and justice was far from over. As the sun set over Umuweli Umuaka, the villagers gathered once more to pray. They thanked the Lord for their victory and asked for continued strength and protection. They knew the road ahead would be long and difficult, but they were ready. Together, they would stand firm, refusing to be cowed by fear or intimidation. With that said, thanks for watching. Until next time. This continuation provides deeper context and backstory, fleshing out the narrative and maintaining the engaging storytelling style.